Hi, Alex.
Hi, Brendan. How are you doing this lovely evening?
I'm good. It's getting warm outside. It was in the low 70s today. We've had, it's peaked through 70, 75. I think we've been up to so far. Yesterday was 36. Today's 72.
Yeah.
It's typical Chicagoland, northern Illinois spring weather.
Yeah.
Which means, most importantly, baseball's back.
Yes.
Finally. The one true sport.
God, I hate winter. It's got nothing but basketball, hockey, and football.
You know what?
I'm fine with one sport instead of like three different ones.
When does hockey end? I feel like hockey's been going on forever.
July.
Does it end in July?
It has like basketball and hockey have like weird, like I think they seriously go through like May or June or something like that. It's something crazy.
Hockey.
Like there should be no hockey in June.
It's what it felt like to me. The reason I ask, the regular season concludes on April 16th. And then, Stanley Cup final will occur no later than June 21st, 2026. So wait, April?
Almost 2 months afterwards.
April, May, almost 2 months, over 2 months.
To get your damn playoffs in. Because everybody in the NHL makes the playoffs. That's like the joke.
The cat is being...
I think you can come in like fourth or something in your division. You're like, yep, you still got a playoff spot. It's like, ow.
The reason I asked is because I got invited to go see a Blackhawks game for the first time on this Saturday. And I was like, well, I've never been, so I'll check it out. I've watched...
Have you been to United Center before?
To work. Not to ever.
Well, you're going to get a completely different experience now.
Have you been to the Bulls game there?
I haven't been to the United Center, but I've been to the old Chicago Stadium. That used to be it's now a parking lot, but back when that was still around. We only went there for Disney on Ice and Ringling Brothers shows. So, no sporting events.
Anyhow, sorry, that was an aside. What we're really here to talk about is baseball, and specifically baseball cards. You want to talk about baseball cards?
Yeah. So, my kid recently, he got some baseball cards for Easter.
Oh, from the Easter Bunny?
From the Easter Bunny, yes. Yes, caveat, the Easter Bunny. So I was just like, my kid's into baseball. He likes watching baseball. He's finally come to admit that he enjoys the Cubs instead of just giving me grief and saying, boo Cubs, go Cards. Thank God he doesn't know the existence of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh, God, that would be true heartbreak.
That would have been terrible. But he also likes, watching like the Savannah Bananas and all that Harlem Globetrotter type of stuff is like the call. But if it gets kids into baseball, okay, fine.
Yeah, I get it.
So I was just like, you know what? I, as a kid, and I'm assuming you probably and many other listeners around our age and older, were probably into collecting like sports cards, collectible, like baseball cards, hockey, basketball was a big thing. I never really saw football cards, but as a kid, I was like definitely baseball, also some basketball and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm going to get my kid a box of baseball cards. And then I started trying to find out and be like, okay, what's going on with baseball cards? I'm like, okay, there's always the go-to classic, longest time, Topps. Topps has always been the big one. I remember that from when we were kids. And then you had the other companies too. There was Donruss. Donruss doesn't exist anymore. Fleer. Fleer doesn't do baseball cards.
Well, they were Fleer Ultra was my X-Men collection.
Yeah, Fleer Ultra. And then the gold standard from back when we were kids, I think, that came out of nowhere and just took the field by storm was Upper Deck. Upper Deck was I always thought Upper Decks were cool because they were glossy on both the front and the back side of the card. And then they also had like the really cool looking action photos. They had little like gold kind of like inlay sort of or stampage on their logo and some of the stuff for the players. And I always thought that was like the peak level of it. But when I was looking around, apparently the only company that has the MLB license to have cards is Topps. So it's basically just Topps at this point.
Has that always been that way?
I don't think so. Because, I mean, like I said, from back in when I had cards like late 80s, early 90s, I had Topps, Fleer, Donruss, and Upper Deck. And I would always joke with a friend of mine that, like, I feel that no matter what brand I got, every 3 packs I would open up, I would just automatically get like a Don Mattingly card. just so I'm like I had like I think like a dozen Don Mattinglys at a certain point. I was just like, it's like Don Mattingly's in the dugout, Don Mattingly's trying to catch a ball, Don Mattingly's, practicing the swings. Don Mattingly swings a big one and he fouls out. It was just kind of a funny thing I was noticing even as a kid. I was like, man, this guy's really popular. And it's like, well, it's probably because of the mustache. But I still have some of my baseball cards. But needless to say, I went ahead and got some baseball cards. They're Topps. I also went ahead and got him a binder of that, which I'm going to go ahead and show and share with everybody here so we can take a look at what they look like now compared to how they were back in the day. So, here's some of the ones we got, which I'll kind of go through here. We've got Tyler Stevenson. It's might be a little bit glary. Tyler Stevenson for the Reds. So they're called like Top 75, which I guess it's like the 75th anniversary or something of like Topps or something like that. So you have like regular player cards like you always do. And then you also get these goofy like team cards, which like this one is, I think I'll kind of blur it, but you can kind of see. Go. Yeah, it's the entire, you get like the full team. It's like a team card.
You got a Brewers team card?
And it has the stats from last year.
So
which is kind of,
they got eliminated in the NLCS?
I think so. They've got the team stats, and then they have the team leader stats for like home runs, RBIs, wins, who's got the best ERA, longest home run, Christian Yelich. So that's kind of an interesting thing that they kind of do there. Going through some more of these here. Oh, this is another interesting one that I saw. And they're glossy on both the front and the back side, similar to how like the upper decks were back in the day. You'll also get this one. You'll like this one. Let's see here. There we go.
Oh, that's the Mets?
No, it's actually 3 players.
Yeah, but
sorry. Yeah.
There we go.
So we got
so it's
Nico in the middle there.
Okay, it is Nico.
Yeah.
So what's that trying? Nico Horner is the second baseman for the Chicago Cubs. What's the point of having those 3? Are they all second baseman or something?
Yeah. This is a special card for that's called National League Leaders for season I guess batting averages.
Oh.
So it's just like
Cubs locked up Nico for 6 years, I believe.
I believe so.
Just this couple of weeks ago.
6.5 hours later.
And then he's also got this. I think the best one was probably this Paul Skeens.
Ooh.
Now I don't know if when you kind of look at it, it's kind of a little. I don't know, gaudy. I don't know what the word is.
That's what those foil cards always.
A little busy, yeah. And then the backside itself is just like some sort of special information about them. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the dollar amount is, but it's just kind of fun to see what they look like.
See, I had more experience with the X-Men cards than baseball cards, and I remember those foil cards. That it's hard to say if those were more sophisticated or not. Like I have this in my private collection.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we also got a Mookie Betts card. So Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. So a couple of Bobby Witt cards. I don't really know about these guys really outside of like the big names and the Cubs, honestly.
Oh yeah, so I only know exactly. That's
yeah.
But this was a foil card thing for It was a collection of them.
That is beautiful.
I started off with just having the Gambit one, and then I gradually collected the whole thing, actually. But, like, see, it would just be accents.
Oh, I know that
like,
coffee table.
Like this isn't, no. This
Oh,
isn't
is that yours?
This isn't my house. No, this isn't my.
Oh.
It looks very similar, though. I understand.
Okay. Yeah. I was about to say, I'm like, hey.
No, I do know where this is. This is in my storage unit, but with the rest of my comics and stuff. But anyway, so, like, that was, I guess, a little bit more, less gaudy. But there was stuff where, like, everything here was foil.
It looks like a Star Wars sequel poster.
I remember there were, like, X-Men cell cards where they were, like, transparent.
From the cartoon?
No, it was like this. So it was just this weird transparent card where it was like a piece of celluloid, and they just printed it, and there was no rhyme or reason to it. They were just called cell cards.
The ones I had a couple of those. The what is it? X-Men Series 2. I have one that's got, like, it says, like, X-Men Blue. Like a team type of card.
Yeah,
that's,
I
like,
never really understood.
I kept.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Now I'm finding other interesting things like this. This animation cell of Gambit.
That's pretty cool.
How much is this?
What's Brendan going to put some plastic towards this plastic?
Oh, I have to, like.
Oh.
I have to start it anyway. But you were talking about the Topps website and close other tabs. There we go. And right off the bat, one thing I find interesting is that you were saying that NFL, you don't remember NFL cards, but that's the first top billings, NFL, then NBA, then MLB. And then whatever the hell this is, Bowman U?
I think that's a college thing. I think they might have cards for college athletes.
It's called Bowman U?
Yes.
What does Bowman U mean? What is this? This is someone's mom.
Yeah. I don't really know. I think she's like the coach of the team, maybe.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it the female, like the women's team or something?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really follow college sports. Okay, so that's like a special card. So I heard that they have some of these for the top, for like the baseball ones, where you have like a piece of like the player's jersey.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But this is Corey Close UCLA NCAA Women's Championship first. So okay. So anyway, sorry, I thought it was literally someone's mom. I mean, maybe it is someone's mom too.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever. Bowman U. I don't know where that name came from. MLS. What's that?
U.S. Soccer. I think Panini, which is another card company based out of Europe, has got like the European leagues for their stuff.
Panini. Yeah. It's a sandwich company. Formula One. We can't find any products matching the selection. Is that real? Oh my God. Okay. Yep. Well, so nothing for that.
Yep.
And then we can devolve quickly into Star Wars.
Star Wars. One Darth Maul card for the brand new Darth Maul show.
That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
For $12.
Yep.
Or you can buy 20 of them. How odd.
Oh, WWE. All right.
2 cards.
Don't know the Vice.
Are you a fan of these guys? Do you want a card?
Okay. No, I don't know either of them.
All right.
Like if they had like a Stone Cold card, I would like a piece of like his vest.
Okay, well now wait a second. So their banner is UFC, and they don't even show UFC here.
Yeah, you might have to go all products or something like that.
But you'd think they'd have, if they're showing it like this.
Right. Or it might be forthcoming. Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, I wonder if the UFC thing is coming up. They might not have it. Yeah, pre-order.
Pre-order.
There you go.
Ooh.
Look at that. Fancy.
It's like, come on, kids, collect just dudes beating the shit out of each other.
Who's your favorite?
Remember when he broke that one guy's arm?
Yeah. If only they had like collectible cards for like the guys that were on bum fights.
Oh man, that sounds like something that the publishers of Garbage Pail Kids would have, like under a different name but same company, like same people would be like, we have a tie-in with bum fights. Yeah. That shit was, dude.
It was.
That was so violent.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then the guy who did it ended up going on Dr. Phil, dressed up just like him. That was hilarious.
Ronnie Mercurio.
Yeah.
Mauricio.
Dan Marino has a baseball card. Yeah, so there's a lot of these are kind of like the Topps heritage, I think, that might be like modern day, like current year players that are done in the style of the old kind of like cards. I think it's got like the old like filter and stuff like that. Yeah, it's also crazy how there's only 8, like some of these have like only 8 cards per pack. I think the chrome ones, the base, the Topps MLB chrome ones, there's only 4 cards to a pack. Just because they're like
everything's expensive now.
Everything's expensive, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So step into 1977 with 2026 Topps Heritage baseball cards designed for collectors of timeless Topps look with today's most exciting stars and rookies. Well, that's cool. I'll be completely honest, I'm just happy that there are enough people, whether they're children or not, who actually are collecting these things that Topps and apparently even Upper Deck can still exist. That they have not gone completely out of business due to lack of interest from the world at large around them. I'm just stalling for time while you look at your phone. So you tell me when.
No, I'm looking at cards. I think also. So I'm trying to figure out. I think they have symbols now instead of just telling you. I think there's a symbol here that's called like an RC. I think that might stand for rookie card because I've got 2 cards players, and they only have like a year. They show like the 2025 season for St. Louis for both.
Mm-hmm.
So, because like back in the day, it would just say like rookie, and now they've got like you kind of have to try to like figure out what some of the stuff means. It's also like I feel like definitely after like the steroid scandal, a lot of their like baseball collecting stuff, and I think just sports cars in general kind of just fell out of favor for a long time. And during COVID, I know that like a lot of this stuff kind of got back into popularity because people were basically buying this stuff, getting it graded, and trying to get it flipped on the secondary market. So that's kind of how a lot of this baseball sports cards kind of got back into vogue and popularity and stuff. Which, suffice to say, I mean, as we all know, how crazy the Pokemon scene is these days, where you get everybody at Costco's fighting each other for like pallets of this stuff.
So I'm confused. Are there not just like, you can't just buy a box or a pack of NBA cards? Because I look at the Topps page and it shows me 4 cards and that's it. Now I go to Upper Deck and it doesn't show me anything. If you go to Upper Deck and go to
trading cards,
go to Upper Deck Sports, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's on that main page there. It's got trading cards.
Oh.
Yeah. I think a lot of these companies have also diversified in terms of what they sell. So like if you go, like best thing is like if you go to like Target, Walmart, Meijer.
No, but look, these aren't NBA cards.
I think that's what you can purchase directly from the website, which is kind of weird that like
you can't buy their
certain ones. I think are allocated only for stores and stuff like that. I was like, because I think a lot of like my baseball cards I would get was probably like whenever I'd go grocery shopping with my mom to Jewel-Osco. So I'm like, like chubby me would be like, mommy, can I get some tops, some baseball cards? And she's like, okay, fine. And then when I got into high school, I was like, mommy, can I please get some Magic cards? And she's like, you're 16, for God's sakes.
That was like my mom in video games. I remember when I was like, so let's see, I was probably 6, 7, 8 years old when NES, when I got NES, and then when SNES came out, I was like, I want an SNES. My mom was like, you're too old for video games.
Yeah.
Which was the opinion up until Xbox, where then my mom gave up on me being a healthy, successful contributor to society. And she was like, here's your fucking Xbox. You can just hide in your room now.
I think it is interesting. Also, some of these packs kind of now tell you what exactly will be in those packs to kind of, because there's been this whole thing about like how like buying cards is kind of like akin to gambling, which you're kind of like there's like a a risk to what you're paying for and stuff, and be like, is this going to be a complete dud? But I think because of a lot of stuff that's happened in other types of
I was going to say that
things, they kind of have to give these ratios and stuff.
I guess, but that's lame. I feel like that's part of the fun. And I think that's saying it's one thing. There's an intangibility to spending money on things on Steam or whatever, on EA games, Battlefield, where
loot boxes,
people just rake up debt because they're buying shit on a credit card, and it's all just nothing. It's all on a computer. Whereas if you're a kid spending $5 or asking your mom to spend $5 on a pack of trading cards, it's, to me, that was part of the culture, was like trading cards you didn't need to get stuff you did. And that was, I don't know, it created a generation of nice capitalists who were like understood supply and demand.
Right. And then you understood that, like, okay, whatever kind of cards I got doubles of, or players that were just like, man, I would just use it for something else. Like kids would put it within the spokes of their bicycle, so it would go rat-tat-tat-tat when you rode around the neighborhood.
Right.
Or you would somehow try to build, like, instead of using playing cards, you'd have baseball cards to build your little tower and stuff like that, or
use it as a bookmark.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you're reading the newest Macaulay book.
Yeah. It's just like, who's this guy? It's like, I don't know. His name's Chipper Jones. I don't know if he's going to become something. He's a rookie. Who knows? I use him to find my place in my book Goosebumps book, and it's like
right.
years down the road.
I just can't believe that you can't buy.
I believe
this is different.
I think if you try on like Amazon, you might have a better chance.
Oh. Huh. Basketball brand history. Well, I was trying to figure out what the hell Upper Deck actually sells now.
Hockey. As we
doesn't
can all tell.
Topps doesn't have NHL on here? That wasn't on the list?
Oh, yeah.
No, it is on the list.
The shield's black on black. That's a problem.
See, but this is a sticker collection.
Yeah. So I think it's
sticker packs. What a weird little industry you've gotten yourself involved in.
Yep. So Upper Deck has the AEW contract.
Yeah, it just seems like Upper Deck is kind of the B team now.
Yeah, which is funny because Donruss is out of the game. Fleer might exist.
Oh, that I was looking because if you go to like the trading cards to buy on Upper Deck, it's like SP hockey trading, spring training. What's SP? I have no idea. Whatever. Batman.
Ooh, that's Batman. This kind of reminds that was kind of like the stuff from like the X-Men stuff back in the day.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask next. Is Fleer Ultra still around? Or is Fleer still around? Do they still make X-Men cards?
Don't know. They might have somebody doing that, but I don't know if it's Fleer.
1995. 1994. That's funny because 95 was the last time I collected any of them. Is that the last year that there were?
We'd have to see if Fleer or Donruss exist. I think Donruss might have been bought by somebody, and I think Fleer might have just
disappeared.
Yeeted, yeah. Oh, Fleer trading cards. Oh, they actually do still exist.
First company to successfully manufacture bubblegum. Years active. Nope, defunct. 2005.
Okay.
Founded in 1885. Huh.
Not a sports cars.
Oh.
Could have got my D. Clark. Got my D. Clark rookie card. Mine's a foil rare.
So you did baseball cards. Did you do any X-Men or comic books?
I did some X-Men. I did some Mickey Mouse ones. I'll show you next time you're down here. I've got some of that stuff. I did some basketball. A little bit of hockey maybe, and I have like this one card of the Batmobile from the 89 Batman movie. And then that one I also have some Power Ranger ones. Oh, G.I. Joe. I had G.I. Joes. Like that stuff. So it's a hodgepodge of everything. But mostly it was baseball.
I have Terminator 2 trading cards still. Mm-hmm. And that was the card where, do you remember the deleted scene with Kyle Reese in it? It's like
the future?
No, it's like a dream that that Sarah Connor has. That's a flashback. That's like it's cut. You've never heard of this scene?
No.
Oh,
it might be in my DVD copy, but I'm
sure it is. But it there was a trading card of it, and it was like just extremely mysterious to a young boy because I didn't really understand the concept of deleted scenes.
Okay. Did you see the first one before this one, or just?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did. Okay.
But he was dead.
Okay.
So I didn't understand what I was looking at on this card, and I just want to see if there's actually a scan of it.
Surprised they would even have that as a card for a deleted scene.
Someone had it. Here's it on Reddit. Redditor, everyone on, there's always something on Reddit. So this was the card I had. Dream meets reality for Kyle and Sarah. And on the back, it was kind of like Kyle visits Sarah Connor in a dream to warn her about the upcoming struggles or something was the description. Okay. But 8-year-old Brendan was like, this isn't in the movie. Mm-hmm. What is this? It's definitely...
Is that a still or is it like a hand draw?
It's a still. Okay. It's a real scene.
Okay.
You can watch it on YouTube. It was a deleted scene.
Pretty steamy looking.
It's a recreation of the scene from the original Terminator.
Did they lay down the carpet there? Looks like something you would have in a hotel room.
What's going on with Arnie?
Oh, God. Arnold's going to get canceled.
Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, I had a bunch of these cards, these Terminator 2 cards. I
want to see Last Action Hero now. I never actually sat down and watched the thing.
I don't remember that scene in Last Action.
That must have been like a whole bunch of collector's cards for like deleted scenes from random movies.
So yeah, there was
Tom Bombadil from Lord of the Rings.
It was just like incidental movies and like I remember they tried to do an anime Pokemon, as in like it was anime characters. Mm-hmm. I think it was all stuff from Animego. But there were cards like from Armitage the Third. And it was all just various anime they tried to make an interlocking game with. But so it was 1994. I was like anime is a thing. I need anime things. So I was buying these stupid trading cards that for a game nobody played
else.
just because it had screenshots. Not even original artwork. Shitty screenshots printed
So
on the
you'd be
card.
with your mom at Jewel Osco and be like, Mommy, I want anime cards.
Oh no, we had
She's
to
like,
go
what's this
to
crap?
We had to go to comic book shops for that shit.
Oh, like it used to be properly.
Well, because as a proper nerd country, all of us filthy, sweaty, fat nerds had to go to literal shame dens.
Yeah.
And have to ask for shameful things from equally shameful men sitting
Was
behind
it Android's
counters.
Dungeon? Is that what it's called?
Android's Dungeon? Oh,
Yeah,
It's like,
I think
I
that's
didn't
comic
have
book
to
guys.
go to
I guess.
Android's. I went to Graham Cracker Comics, and before that was Paperback Peddler, was the Aurora comic book shop.
Okay.
With the guy who ran Paperback Peddler, or at least worked there most of the time, I became a regular because of their anime shit, and he was like, he liked me. I was like 13 years old, and he liked me because I would buy X-Men shit too. But then as I started being like, do you have any copies of America? He'd be like, stop looking at that Japanese shit. Here's Neil Gaiman's Sandman issue 1. Read this and get back to me. And I'd be like, okay, but I really want the new America.
Yeah.
But he was always nice to me. So,
Oh, that's fine.
but yeah, so it was just, there was an era of just buying any trading card of anything that I thought was cool.
Yeah.
So,
we at Villa Park, we had this place called Unicorn Comics, and it's still in business.
In Villa Park?
In Villa Park, yeah. Yeah.
I might have to go visit it.
It's on Villa Avenue in Villa Park. But yeah, that was the place that we had, and it is like one of those kind of like old comic booky places.